Today we're going to be checking out how is Vienna the most livable city in the world?
Oh, I feel like maybe a city you don't hear about all the time, and like it's an American. I don't know much about it.
The only things I have heard are good.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. So we're gonna learn a little bit in this video.
Here we go.
Every year, the Economist Intelligent Unit ranks cities around the world for how livable they are. For 2022, Vienna ranked as the most
Wow.
livable city.
Copenhagen, Zurich, Calgary, Vancouver, Geneva, Frankfurt, Toronto. Okay.
Dang.
On the planet. Quite impressive, right? Well, tell you what's more impressive. Excluding 2021, Vienna has ranked either as the most or second most livable city on the planet for over a decade. So what makes the Austrian capital so special? And why is it such a great city to live in? In 2022, Vienna received a score of 99.1, placing them above the likes of Copenhagen, Zurich and Calgary of Denmark, Switzerland and Canada respectively. But before we jump into this video, let's take a quick look at what it means to be a livable city. The world's most livable cities is an informal name given to any list of cities as they rank on an annual survey of living conditions for its residents. In addition to providing clean water, clean air, adequate food and shelter, a livable city must also generate a sense of community. Therefore, it comes to no surprise that cities like Lagos of Nigeria.
Yeah, that's not looking too livable.
I mean, there's a lot of people living there.
That's true. I mean, if, by definition, it's livable.
Nigeria, Damascus of Syria, and Dhaka of Bangladesh all rank as being some of the least livable cities on the planet. At around 2 million, Vienna is a decent-sized medium city. It's not too large like, say, London, Tokyo or New York City, but isn't too small to the point where it's insignificant or has nothing to offer. Vienna is, of course, the capital city of Austria, a modern, developed country rich in history, culture and arts. Austria
and
itself,
mountains.
although only having a population of around 9 million, punches well above its weight when it comes to its economy size and general influence on the world. Ranking as the 33rd largest economy on the planet with a GDP of around 480 billion US dollars, this places them above the likes of Egypt, the Philippines and Vietnam, who all have
Those are all huge populations. That's crazy.
Yeah, those are all like in the high, like close to the 100 mil range.
Yeah.
have populations of over 11 times more. Vienna, although a medium-sized city, often ranks in the top 10 as the greenest cities on Earth. And by green, we don't just mean the actual...
And look at how clean that city looks. They got the nice park there. You don't see anything on the streets at all. It's just pure cleanness.
From what I've heard, it's very, very peaceful. Like, it's like relatively quiet too. They do have some, from what I've heard, interesting like restrictions. Like they don't want people to be allowed at night, which is very nice.
Yeah, yeah.
City itself is green from all the plants and trees, but more to do with its environmental performance. The greener a city is, the less relative levels of pollution, which of course is priceless to human health. Put it this way, would you rather live here in Vienna or here in Dhaka, Bangladesh?
Dhaka, let's go.
According to the website numbeo.com, which is a crowdsourced data website relating to quality of life of cities and countries around the world, Vienna ranks as the 5th best
It can't beat best Netherlands because it's best.
It's the best.
city on Earth for the traffic index, which is seriously impressive considering it is not only a capital city, but a city of around 2 million people. When I was researching people's opinions of Vienna and why it is so great, one of the common factors is its impeccable public transport system. One person said, "The public transport is to die for. It works perfectly and is more than affordable. It costs about €365 for a yearly pass, about €1 a day. Within the city limits, there are 11 paths to be out in nature, all accessible by public transport. There is no need to own a car. This of course helps with pollution levels and means people can spend their hard-earned cash on nicer things as opposed to an expensive car." Vienna and Austria as a whole is located in a fantastic place too. It is pretty much slap bang in the middle of Europe. Within a couple of hours drive, you can access several different countries. Within a couple of hours of flying, you can access most of Europe, and with
Yeah, that
most
is
of them being
nice
in the
location.
EU, there is no need for difficult and awkward border crossings. If you are driving, travelling to a different country is just like travelling to a different city within your country. Although not perfect, Vienna is a very safe city to live in, even with it being its country's capital. For all but one crime statistic, it ranks as low. When you
Whoa,
compare it
that's
to Paris,
so
for example, you can see
good.
that it is miles ahead of.
The only one is crime increasing in the past 3 years. That's interesting. Hopefully they stop that trend, or
Yeah.
these might all go up.
The French capital
Dang. That's interesting.
in terms of crime and safety. Although it is not the most cheapest place to live in Europe, considering it is a well-developed city who ranks as the most livable on Earth, it is certainly not as expensive as other European capitals. The average salary across Vienna is around 52,000 euros. In,
Pretty
let's
good.
say, London, it's more like 63,000 euros, so around 20% less. However, the cost of living is so much cheaper in the Austrian capital, specifically rent, which is around 54%
54%
cheaper
lower.
than in London. Austria ranks as the country with the second highest level of English proficiency in the world. Now, of course,
Really?
being able to speak English doesn't necessarily
Didn't
make it
know
a
that.
great place to live. But with English being the most widely spoken language on the planet, this makes it easier to communicate with the locals if you're travelling or emigrating from a different country. With Vienna being the capital of Austria, which is where you'll find most of its business being made, it is fair to say that Vienna could be the city with some of the highest levels of proficiency in English anywhere on Earth outside of English-speaking countries. Vienna's architecture and design is second to none, and often finds itself ranking as one of the most beautiful cities not only in Europe, but in the world.
I mean, we haven't seen much of it, just this video. It looks so cool. The architecture looks like it would be a great place to just walk around the city streets and take it all in.
Yeah, their like main town area looks so nice to explore.
This is crazy looking here.
Yeah.
All those bridges.
And they have like the business district on one side and then the actual old town on the other side.
And this tower is just like in a neighborhood.
Weird.
That's so interesting.
It's a lot of bridges.
That is a lot of bridges. That's the most bridges I've ever seen in like one little strip of a river. And it goes across this island.
The city lies on the Danube River, the second longest river on the continent. So overall, Vienna is an amazing place with history, culture, beautiful architecture, great transport links, infrastructure, and is a very safe place indeed. It is quite clear as to why the Austrian capital
That looks
has
nice.
ranked as 2022's most livable city. Now, will Vienna secure number one spot for 2023, or could another city take its place? With, touchwood, the pandemic over and the end of lockdowns, could its biggest competitor, Melbourne of Australia, once again take that top place from Vienna?
Ooh.
Thank you for watching today's video. If you
The
haven't
competition, Melbourne, and that guy said Melbourne. Are you kidding me?
What's going on here?
Melbourne or Vienna? Who's gonna take it? I don't know. Apparently this was for 2022. So
Yeah.
2023, 2024, 2025, 26.
Maybe there's another city in there. Maybe Dhaka made it up.
Maybe maybe they did. You never know. But really, really, I'd love to visit Vienna.
Oh,
It just
yeah.
looks beautiful. Would I love to live there? I
Of
would.
course.
I would.
What's the actual rent price? Can we afford it? I don't know still.
Would we be allowed to move there? Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.
Goodbye.
Bye.